Welcome to Korea. Welcome to the demo day of our 6-week Seoul FinTech program. I'm very delighted to be hosting this here today. My name is Jonas Zurich. I'm the head of F10 in Singapore. And for those that are not familiar with the F10, F10 is a global innovation network with the mission to unite tech startups with big business to shape the future of banking and insurance. This is not a program that we've been running on our own. I'm very grateful to our partners, Seoul FinTech Lab and Keaccelerator, to be partnering here with us in Seoul for this program.
Welcome everyone. I'm Jiwon, a program manager at Seoul FinTech Lab. Happy to meet you all.
Hi, I'm Jian, a program manager at Keaccelerator. Welcome to Korea. By the way, Jonas, what impressed you most about startups in past 6 weeks?
There are a lot of things that I was really impressed about, but I think there's a lot of tech talent, there's a lot of expertise on financial services, but there's also a strong drive for venturing abroad. And of course, I'm fascinated by this beautiful city, which is Seoul. But let's hear from the startups themselves how they experienced the past 6 weeks and what they really liked about the program.
Hi, my name is Jake Choi. I'm overseas business owner in Small Ticket.
I am Hail Lee, CEO at Cobalt.
안녕하세요. 메사코 컴퍼니의 CMO를 맡고 있는 김성욱이라고 합니다. 이번에 F10 엑셀러레이터 프로그램에 참여하면서요.
Hello, I'm Peter Oh, CEO of Chaka Labs.
It was a great experience to join the F10 program, especially for the SEA market. We could understanding more about how to penetrate for the SEA market.
I am very happy to take part in the F10 program. It is certainly helpful and insightful program for me to look into my business again from an objective point of view.
많은 해외 튜터들 그리고 멘토들을 통해 가지고 저희가 해외 진출하기 위해서 미리 생각해야 될 것들에 대해서 좀 체계적으로 다시 한번 생각해보고 정리해볼 수 있는 좋은 기회가 됐습니다.
Our team has grown with F10 in this accelerator program. That is a really important turning point for me and my team.
Thank you, startups, for all your impressions. As you know, Korea has a very vibrant startup ecosystem. Over 700 fintech startups are there alone. One of the most successful startups in Korea is Kakao. We are fortunate to have tonight a representative of Kakao's global public blockchain project, Clayton. So, David Shin, head of Clayton Global Adoption, the floor is yours.
Hello, F10 startups. Firstly, I want to say congratulations for being a part of the F10 family. This program that you will be a part of is an incredible platform to be able to connect to good, strong mentors with lots of experience, but also to be able to access support resources to help you succeed with your startups. So congratulations again. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is David Shin. I'm based in Singapore, and I'm currently the head of Clayton Global Adoption for Kakao. Kakao is Korea's largest tech company, and Clayton is a blockchain initiative that Kakao started a number of years ago. Just to talk to you a little bit about Clayton, there are aspirations to have Clayton look at and grow in areas such as retail use cases like DeFi, like NFTs, like GameFi or gaming. There's also aspirations for us to continue to grow in the vertical of enterprise adoption, This is where we work with enterprises and financial institutions and corporates to get them to adopt and build on blockchain. And last but not least, we recently won the mandate from the Central Bank of Korea to be the blockchain of choice for them to work a proof of concept using Clayton for their digital currency. So there's a lot of activity happening at Clayton. It's a very exciting time to be a part of the organization, and I'm really excited to take the lead in positioning Clayton and Cacao on the global stage and ensuring that we get an optimal amount of good startups, good projects, good use cases building on the Clayton open source blockchain. My traditional background came from banking, and in 2012 I started to dabble more and get involved in the startup scene, startup industry, while I was based in Hong Kong at the time. It was in 2012 when I found Bitcoin and fell really deeply down the rabbit's hole and started to look at ways to contribute to creating more of a healthy and a vibrant sort of ecosystem starting out of Hong Kong. And so I was one of the few founding members for an organization that still exists today called the Bitcoin Association of Hong Kong. That's a non-profit organization, membership base, that has, I believe, now over 3,000 members, that really form the nucleus for helping to continue to build a good, vibrant crypto community in Hong Kong and China. As I have been in sort of the startup space for almost 10 years now in Asia, I find there's a lot of challenges that you too may come across. And I want to just touch on a few that I experienced and how I overcame some of those challenges. Funding was always a bit of a challenge in the earlier sort of days, particularly in the industry that I'm in with crypto and blockchain. There were not many investors who really understood it to a point where they could invest in it. I think the key message there for me that I learned was that you really have to work with investors, and investors really need to have to take the time to get to know you and the problems that you're trying to solve with the startup that you're building. But again, the key there is that you take the time to work with investors who are open to listening to what you're doing, but helping them to also be educated around the technology and the different nuances of your startup. The other challenge that I faced was really around uncertainty in terms of regulation, laws, government impact, taxation. All these things are specific probably more towards crypto, as it's sort of within the digital finance realm, but nonetheless, it's a challenge that I think some of you will face depending on the types of startups you're involved in. It will touch on one of regulation, legal, or even operational challenges that really take time to think through, but also having sort of the right partners in place in the room with you to have these discussions is very helpful. So in my particular case, I was fortunate enough to have friends from the banking industry who were professional lawyers who would spend some time with me. And of course, at times that would require me getting them to a lunch or a dinner and just really picking their brain. And really the core message is to look at every bit of your network and your resource table and say to yourself, where can I get relevant information, relevant guidance without having to hire or pay consultants. Last but not least, I found one of the other big challenges in really operating a startup in Asia during my time was that it was hard to find the right teammates, co-founders, and people generally to work with to get the startup in the right place. And so, this is all sort of falls within the execution bucket. But what I began to start accepting was the idea that decentralized teams can create a stronger team than those that are centralized. Being from a traditional background, I was more accustomed to having an office or a WeWork and having people come in and meeting and doing the whiteboard thing, etc. But really, you're limited to the pool of skill sets. And so what I started to transition towards was more of an open source mindset when it came to decentralized teams. And really, I that was a big learning for me, and I couldn't go back the other way. In fact, at Clayton, the teams are decentralized, whether they're in Korea, Singapore, Japan, and so this operational model really works well if you're willing to have teams and teammates sit in different jurisdictions. Last but not least, I just want to talk a little bit, I want to leave you with a quote or a storyline that I think is very relevant and that helped me sort of take a bigger picture view of how to succeed in startups. The story that I draw parallels to when it comes to thinking about success in startups is your traditional childhood story about the rabbit and the turtle. My version of that story is that the rabbit wins perception, but that the turtle wins the race. And the lesson I've learned over the last 9 years or so, being around startups and in fintech and blockchain, is that as quickly as some of my peers in the startup space may be growing, that may not be the path for me. And that the path for me may be a longer path, but it ultimately is the path that will help me to succeed. And I think that the moral of that story generally is that people, some projects, some startups are given a shorter path because there are certain things that may happen that are in their control or out of their control that allow for this compression in scaling and growing. Others, you just have to stick to it, just like the turtle did, steady Eddie all the way to the finish line, and really make sure that you're doing the right things in the right way, regardless of how quickly it's done or how fast it's done. So I think really that is the important message there, and I wanted to leave that with you. It surely did help me in terms of my mindset and how I look at the startups that I've been involved in, whether it was directly involved or advising, versus some of the peers that I looked at who either saw success in trying to run too fast, or a lot of them didn't see success. And so really you have to take these things with a grain of salt and just ultimately recognize that having a steady pace and moving towards the end goal is the most important thing. Thank you for your time. I wish you all the best, all the success, and I'm sure we'll come across each other at some stage in the F10 universe. Thank you.
Jiwon, we're in a new location. We are south of the Han River, but we are not in Gangnam. Where are we?
Yes, exactly. We are in Yeouido district at Seoul Fintech Lab.
Great, Seoul Fintech Lab. Tell me more about it.
Sure. The Seoul Fintech Lab was established by the Seoul Metropolitan Government to make Yeouido district as a financial hub of South Korea. We are supporting fintech startups not only the office spaces, but also various accelerating programs with mentorship, workshops, and global expansion support, etc. Now we have 100 fintech startups with more than 1,000 employees.
Wow, that is impressive. Today the audience has a chance to meet with startups. Startups, the show is yours.
Hi everyone, I am Jake from Small Ticket. Let me start with what is a small ticket. We thought that traditional insurance ticket is too big, so we try to resize the insurance ticket by providing community customized insurance, reward benefit, and daily life engaging services. There are two key products based on our data analytics platform. First, on-demand hourly charge mobility insurance for B2B. We provide the insurance product to the food delivery company and car sharing and parking lot service providers. For the pet healthcare reward platform, we launched a mobile app called Petping to provide pet healthcare services based on the insurance reward scheme. What is the value proposition for each entity? For the insurer, they can develop the new business opportunities and also reduce the loss ratio. For the mobility service provider, they can reduce the premium and protect the safety of their drivers. For the pet owner, they can reduce the premium and increase the wellness and healthy life for their pet. This is our core team members. All of them has a strong background from the major insurance company and also the global consulting firm. Currently, we have 38 employees. For the global expansion, we are looking for reliable partnership companies for the SEM market, where the mobility and pet insurance rapidly grows. This is our key milestone, especially for the 2021. We are in Series A. So far, we completed $4.2 million US and still open for the remaining $2 to $3 million US. As a wrap up, we are looking for companies who can invest $2 to $3 million US for the remaining Series A and bring our mobility and pet insurance solutions to the SEM market as a partnership. Thanks for listening to our presentation. If there's anything that you want to know more about our company, please visit our digital booth. Thank you.
SMEs are backbone of our economy, creating 80 to 9% of jobs. However, they struggle to find efficient financing. We believe supply chain finance is the key to SME finance, as it allows suppliers and dealers of creditworthy company to access low-cost funding. Despite the potential, financial institutions struggle to provide supply chain finance due to complexity. We believe SaaS-based, cost-efficient solution is the key. Fin2B provides SaaS platform to manage complexity of integrating business and financial process. This challenge of supply chain finance is creating new opportunity for multinational financial institutions to leverage their key account relationship with large creditworthy company and compete locally with an extensive branch network. We've launched supply chain finance product in Vietnam in 2019, and it's now serving KB, Shinhan, Uri Bank, and Mirae Asset, the biggest financial institutions from Korea. We're just about to launch dealer financing product to support Samsung Electronics in India and Hyundai Motor in Indonesia. With its first product, vendor financing, we're targeting South Asian market with 30 billion USD in asset size. We have proven the efficacy of SaaS-based supply chain finance solution, currently developing a blockchain-based deep tier finance service, and will develop B2B finance platform. Fin2B is led by Sang-Soon Park, former BCG partner. BCG's mature management team brings credibility to BCG B2B customers and expertise in finance and technology. Fin2B would like to meet Southeast-based investor to support Fin2B's expansion to SaaS-based platform and develop deep tier finance platform based on blockchain technology. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and we are a consumer fintech company helping design experiences via BNPL. Unlike typical payment company, we enable new experience via BNPL. I know there are 13 million in credit filers, which means no credit or lower credit in Korea, and 25% of them are Gen Z. They are excluded from the credit market, yet they still have the highest need for spending and experiencing something new. But they have unstable cash flow, and they still have physical and psychological war of having a credit card. So we have launched our campaign for early adopters. It's simple: capture, get approved, and pay half, and it's done. We are taking a lower as an agent to purchase the goods from the commerce, and the customer needs to repay the rest of them within a month they choose to us. And we still charge a small fee to customer now. We have solid traction in 10 months. It's 9,000 signups and 3,800 tractions and 450K GMV. Now we have been focusing on retention. The average retention per month is 60%, and it's high. And CAC, the customer acquisition costs, have been lowering and stabilizing now. And we are adding Social Plus to enable customers to share their purchase experiences and influencing others to purchase by trying buy now, pay later. I know there are leading BNPL players in Southeast Asia, like Hula, JustMoney, Credivo, and Grab. But the market is still big enough. 290 million unbanked people are there and triple larger commerce market compared to Korea. So our next target is Southeast Asia very soon. So we are currently raising $1 million USD for tech and marketing, and we have passionate and experienced team. And 10 members are in our team now. And we are creating new market by combining buy now, pay later experience like Affirm, Social Plus experience like Public. We promote responsible consumerism through financial education and fin culture. If you are passionate about BNPL, happy to talk to you. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Suhyun from FinCatch. We are giving a new standard for institutional investors like fund managers and traders. It's like trading system. There are problems. The paid system that currently exists is good, but very expensive. The free system that currently exists don't have compliant system. Now, we build a good service, included compliant and reasonable price. We find same opportunity in Singapore and Thailand. This is our clients and partners. First, when we launched our service last year, we have just 1 client. But now we have 8 clients as asset management company. This is leaders based on engineering. Me and CTO used to work for the same company. Also, this is our team. Although we have different genders, ages, and backgrounds, we are thinking and working together to create positive values for the asset management industry. So why are we here is we are looking for a partner to do sales marketing in South Asia. Please come and meet us. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kim Sung-wook, Chief Marketing Director in Mesacor. Mesacor provides facial recognition solution for financial institutions. We all have experience in our everyday life to prove I am me to others. We present ID card, we use password for online services, but we still have problem, must carry lost disclosure. Facial recognition can be a good alternative. It is an efficient and precise technology now. It requires much less effort from users and much cheaper devices than other biometric technology. You may think of Face ID of iPhone. It is possibly one of the most renowned facial applications, but for service providers, it is like to hand over their door keys to another company. Mesacor's solution is better designed for financial institutions who need for their various customer channels supporting compatibility and strong security. Mesacor Pacer system is client-server structure, which can support almost every edge devices from mobile phone to auto teller machine. Expandability and scalability are the best benefit of Mesacor. With this solution, we supplied second largest commercial bank in Korea last year. It was first case in mobile banking in Korea. 3 million of registered users and 100,000 of daily transactions have proved the stability of our solution. Now, I'd like to introduce our solution to global financial institutions. I hope to meet technical partners who can integrate our solution to local customers, who can expand the market to Singapore and Southeast Asia together. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Michelle Park, Director of Business Development at Spiceware. I'll be introducing Spiceware on Cloud today, a fast, effective, and easy data privacy protection solution for companies in the cloud. Data breaches in the first half of 2021 exposed almost 19 billion records to the web, according to Risk-Based Security's mid-year report. With COVID-19 pandemic, Healthcare data breaches are on the rise, not to mention the latest T-Mobile data breach incident, which exposed sensitive information of more than 100 million of its customers. As data breach incidents are on the rise, CISOs are seeking ways to protect companies' data. But what are the main challenges they face? Top 3 challenges of cybersecurity are insider threats, limited data security, and restrictive privacy regulations like Europe's GDPR and Singapore's PDPA. Spiceware offers all-in-one privacy protection service that has 4 key features: encryption, anonymization, access log management, and destruction of personally identifiable information, aka PII. Currently, there are 2 products on the market, PII CDE and PII ANP. CDE is an AI-based automated encryption software which collects, detects, and encrypts PII, while ANP widens the use of big data within businesses by anonymizing and pseudonymizing PII. Spiceware's solution is used by enterprises in various industries from finance to automotive. LGU Plus, a leading telco, and TMAP Mobility, a leading navigation app company in Korea, are some of our customers. Our management team consists of experts in the cloud and security sectors with over 20 years of experience. We're looking to partner with companies in telco, healthcare, and finance like Singtel that are seeking to protect their data safely and effectively while achieving compliance to GDPR and PDPA. If interested, please contact us for a demo, and thank you for your time today.
All right, we're in a new location, Jion. This is a cool space.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We are at the FinTech Cube. You visited several times for a meeting with a startup, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly. I've been here a few times in the past 2 weeks. So tell me more about FinTech Cube.
Okay, FinTech Cube is a nurturing hub to scale up FinTech startups and support their expansion domestic and overseas market. We also operate customized FinTech specific programs to promising startups with novel ideas that are dreaming of becoming future unicorns.
Future unicorns,
Yeah.
wow, I think that's what we are all looking for. So how many made it into the program?
We have 25 startups. A lot of startups are interested in this program, but 7 startups were selected. So today you are going to meet 4 of them.
Cool, I'm excited. Looking forward to hearing from these 4 startups. Startups, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chris, and I'm the founder of Arto. We help e-commerce merchants track and manage cash flow in one place. There are millions of sellers on Shopify and Amazon. And of course, managing cash flow properly is the most important part of the business. But the problem is merchants have to log into different channels to check their numbers and put them on the spreadsheet. And checking all these numbers every single day sucks because it's repetitive and time-consuming process. All the merchants hate doing this. And I know this because I've been a seller for the last 2 years. So we strongly believe that there's gotta be a better way. And that's where Arto comes in. We integrate seamlessly with the merchant's favorite tools in minutes. We aggregate them and put them into a beautifully designed dashboard. Now the merchant can easily recognize when the payout will be deposited, how much balance they have in their bank account and payment processors, and what's the return on investment and advertising in one dashboard. I was the former co-founder of B2C startup, and prior to that, I was an equity analyst at a hedge fund in New York. And most notably, I've been a seller for the last 2 years to experience this market. And I'm taking that experience to bring all the merchants across the globe into one place. This is a massive market. Guess what happens if that happens? Currently, we're seeking $500,000 investment for teams and marketing. We're Arto, and if you want to help us building the next generation infrastructure for e-commerce, please come and talk to us. Thanks.
I'm Donghyun Seo from JCE. We research on quantitative trading. Quant areas are various. Among them, we mainly focus on investment. More precisely, quantitative algorithm trading using mathematics and computer system. Then, is there an absolute solution for investment? No, because the investment is on art in finance area. So what should we make? That's the business problem, but we know what should we make. We are trying to apply various data science and traditional investment method. We made a machine that makes money in financial market. We tested our strategy for 1 year. The history data shows that our portfolio is highly correlated with the index, but outperform compared to the index. That means we can realize a stable and sustainable statistical arbitrage trading with neutralized risk. Also, you can find our trading history by our FJ. We have a strong mathematical intuition how to apply mathematical models to trading. We accumulated know-how for trading, and we tested our machine. We call our machine J. We want her to be your quantitative trader. With you, we want to make a quantum fund with our solution and the quantum trading collaboration ecosystem. To find the partners, we joined in Korea FinTech Week 2021 and published the app service. We are not user fund managers. We are math-oriented researchers to develop math-based strategies. If you are an asset management company, contact us. It will be an honor if we can give more information for you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jun, Global Business Manager from Venice Ventures. Sometimes there is too much text information for us to read, but video is very effective in conveying information. It takes at least 8 hours to make a video with a 20 pages script. But Venice AI can do it in 10 minutes top. And all process works automatically. No production company, no need to be professional. Video clip resources are commercially available. This system can save up to 90% effort and time compared to the traditional way. It will be great help for those who need to deliver a lot of information, such as educators, reporters, financial brokers, and information YouTubers. They can use this video as an explanatory aid or as promotional material to their clients. Venice have 56 clients in Korea, including Samsung, LG, Busan Bank, and POSCO, and recorded 0.7 million sales in last year and $4 million in sales in the first quarter of this year. At the end of this year, we plan to launch a B2C web service that anyone can use. There will be subscription plans and content market fees for trading videos. Our sales are growing 3 to 5 times a year, and it will be even faster. Because from this year, Venice will doing global selling based on Singapore and the US. Venice led by Sumini. He has extensive experience in publishing, media, and content business. $5.3 million out of a total $8 million in Series A round as of this year. Representative investors include Busan Bank, CNT Tech, and Posttech. We need investors and clients who need to make videos. If you would like to test us, please send us your text. Please come and see me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is PH Park at FedEx Advisory. So I will tell global trade platform service for global market today. All trading companies are facing various fraud and email hackings and overdue for export receivables. And also banks are facing growing requirement on anti-trade based money launderings, and also lots of challenges of how to verify trading authentication of all global transactions. Key challenges are the global counterparties, comprehensive KYC, and credit status and compliance clearance, and also assurance of trade authentication of each trade. So how to prevent fraud and abnormal trade? Based on my personal backgrounds at Citi, HSBC, and S&P Globals, and also global networks, I have seen the current market services in global market are not enough and less efficient. So we decided to bring the new and next generation solution and platform to solve the above matters. The solution is not only help in above areas, but also we additionally deliver lots of benefit to trading companies and banks and government-related entities. The platform service has been deployed already with various global data providers. Also, we are moving ahead on front to grow and scale this in coming 12 months period. firstly targeted to Korea and South Asia region, and will expanding to global markets. In Korea, we'll kick off the project with the government-related entity. The name is KTSPI, by using their own unique data, and already fetched potential users of local major banks and global corporate. We got the first feedback they will use it when ready. Mainly due to comprehensive and differentiated service area, a huge reduction of internal cost. For this, we are seeking fundraising to help fast forward. Thank you.
Hi, I'm back again, Jonas.
Hey, Jion. So tell us, who are the final startups that you want to introduce?
Okay, let me introduce 7 startups that want to enter the Southeast Asia through K Global Project. As you know, Keaccelerator runs K Global Project as well as FinTech Cube. So startups want to the global market through Singapore, so they were really happy to join F10 program.
Cool, I'm curious. So startups, the floor is yours.
Core System is a company provides B2B services by implementing FTA and customs consulting techniques in the IT system. We are targeting Vietnam as our first among the Southeast Asian countries. In Vietnam, on average of 2 or 3 employees per company hired, and the monthly labor costs are about $2,000. And despite these expenses, a large amount of money is collected at the regular customs audit. By using the services of code systems, company can reduce the labor cost by more than 15%. In addition, the risk of collection money from the government can be greatly reduced. Our system was developed using the company's accounting data, customs declaration data, and our Vietnam consulting experiences. Our primary target is 8,000 Korean companies in Vietnam. The size of the primary market is over $100 million. And the secondary market is the local Vietnamese companies and non-Korean companies in Vietnam. In the long term, we are targeting our countries with the similar environment to Vietnam, such as Indonesia and Malaysia. The team members of Code System have experienced in various consulting and research projects with the Vietnamese government and private companies since 2016. We provide services in the subscription type and the combination of description and business process outsourcing type according to the needs of the clients. Code System has been selected as a company for the support by various Korean government agencies so far. In addition, there were private companies that provided paid service even before officially launch our system. And this June, we were selected as a sole researcher for the Vietnam FTA Origin Management System Consulting Project, which is a national project of the Korean and Vietnamese governments. We are looking for the business alliance, such as MOUs with the companies that provide FTA and customs consulting in the Southeast Asia countries, including Vietnam. Thanks.
From the beginning, we've been all presenters. However, where are our presentations? Most presentations disappear as a one-time event. Of course, some presentations are shared on SlideShare, but only slide files shared, and there's no voice explanations. Some presentations are shared on YouTube, but only video files are shared, and huge network bandwidth required. In Present, presenters share and give their on-demand and live presentations worldwide using only 10% of network bandwidth, and all they need are a web browser and microphone. Audiences search slide text, narration, Q&A, and chat page by page to find the exact presentation. In 2 months, 600 members registered and shared more than 400 presentations, and Samsung SDS decided to use Present to educate its customers. My target market is the independent creator market that will grow to $1 trillion in 2025. My first target customers are creators who are knowledge workers. I am a serial founder. I founded one of the most profitable startups in Korea, Dunamu and Exit. My team has been working together for over 5 years. We are strongly bound and trust each other. We can create anything. I will achieve 100,000 members, 5 million MAU, and $2.5 million revenue, and expand the market from Korea to India in 2022. I'm currently raising $1 million in funding. I hope you investors to join this round. Thank you.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Bongwon from Turing. Turing is focusing on link shortener solution. Our revenue is $170,000 since in operation. We expect continued growth with continued interest in B2B solution. We launched B2C solution. It has more than 30,000 members and more than 12 companies use our B2B solution. Many of companies are used for various purposes according to their marketing or functional needs. We are taking the lead in the Korean B2B market. Link shortener solution is not only reducing marketing costs, but also offering various features for effective marketing, such as collecting statistic data. Companies can quickly and easily manage the links, and it is possible to provide customized solutions. We are expanding the market with different features and strategies from competitors. As online marketing market growth, damage is also increasing, such as smishing or collecting personal information with URLs. We are planning a scale up to these issues. To put it simply, this is an application that blocks damage by verifying the safety of the link when a user accesses. It is currently under development and plans to launch next year. This application provides a branding effect by displaying a safe link to companies or members. We want to process the collected data and expand our revenue. If you are marketing with URL or if you want to reduce URL, please contact us. Thank you.
Hi everyone, we are Spaceport providing cold storage service platform Bingo. The cold storage is a mandatory facility for SME handling fresh products. When they use rental service, price, safety, and flexible space, good location, and visibility are very important. However, in Korea, due to the recent extremely high demand for cold storage, they are very concerned about the rising price and space. Besides, they can afford to invest in IT systems and worry about product damage caused by fail. Therefore, I'm very sure that Portable Smart Cold Storage Bingo will be the best solution for them. Bingo is cold storage made by a used container, so the rental price is 30% cheaper than other type of cold storage. We also provide a 24/7 monitoring service through a mobile application and insurance service for product along with insurance companies. Our business model are rental and sales, and it can make about 37% of profit. We will target the $55 million market as our first step. Since Bingo has been launched in February, we have installed 45 storage with 35 customers in Korea, which means we had already verified the business model. The main members are CEO and CTO who has many experience on IT and logistics field. Now we're looking for the partners who can help this business in Asia, which is highly demanding cold storage, and we hope to receive 500,000 in funding to extend our Bingo and improve our system. Thank you for hearing.
Chocolate. Hello, I'm Peter Oh, CEO of Chocolate. There are so many marketplaces in Southeast Asia, but the kind of huge marketplace is so hard to use for local small seller. Have a high competition to the business, and that kind of the marketplace target to the large size of the market. But local small seller just need the local market, which is they can buy and sell with their neighbor. Second, the local market also have a problem. Local customer needed to pay over 29% of the interest rate when they use the installment plans from offline agents. That's why we opened the Chacha Market. Chacha Market have to buying, selling product with our local neighbor. A lot of the features we provide on Chacha Market to make your transaction easy and safe. If you lost your bicycle, you can ask your neighbor in user Chacha Market community. Our user can negotiate the installment plan in a streaming. You can buy now, expensive use the product, and can pay later. Now, we test the second market BNPL model with Hana Bank Indonesia. They offer one of the huge online bank with line cooperation. That is one of the best way to reduce the risk for BNPL model as a starter. We got 7,000 users just in 3 months. Now our customer buy and sell about 5,000 products with their neighbor. We finished the market testing from Bali and we are ready to go other city and other country. We will get 10 million users until next year. We are raising about $500,000 to extend the market and to offer revenue model. Why local customer love the Chacha Market? Because they need the Chacha Market in this pandemic situation after they lost their job. We will solve the local customers' problem, what they need to use to survive. Thanks from Chacha Market.
All right, this is it. Thank you to all the startups for your pitches. And for the audience, thank you so much for joining us here today. Now you have the chance to interact with the startups. On your left-hand side of the screen, there is the expo booth. You can go in there and meet the startup in person and ask any questions that you would like. This is it. Thank you so much and see you guys soon. Bye.